now understand why a lot of our favorite YouTubers from back in the day just left unannounced and never came back.
Never came back.
I guess you're wondering where I've been.
What is up, beautiful people? My name is Sable and welcome to my channel, Curls of a CPA, where I take you on my perfectly imperfect journey. And when I say the journey has been extra perfectly imperfect, like y'all, life been lifing in a way only life knows how to life. But however, God has also been Godding, and we gonna get into it. Y'all, when I look back over my life and I think things over, y'all, I was gonna come here and talk about how 2020, 2024, I can't even talk. I had to force myself to do this video today, guys. I've literally been trying to film this video for months. Like, I've been trying to give a life update for months. I've been filming, refilming, refilming videos, and it's just been something holding me back. And I don't know what, okay? And so first things first, I'm going to just kind of talk through how I feel as I get ready. This is like a mini get ready with me. And so we're gonna just head over to the other Sable and then we're gonna work our way up to this version, okay? Let's get into it. Okay, while I talk today, I'm actually going to fix up my hair. This is what, I took my hair down on Tuesday. It is Friday. So what, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This is like day 4 of this twist out. I actually did like a battle of the combos using literally all of the Donna's Recipe products. This is like my first time doing a twist out with those products, and so I wanted to kind of see what combo I like the best. Stay tuned for that video. I'm still gathering my thoughts. I left the twist in for a week, then I took them out. And so yeah. But I just came from the gym a couple hours ago, and I had my hair like in like a ponytail. I put like a screenshot so you can see what I was working with. And when I work out, I just want my hair not to touch me. I'm already gonna sweat from my crown all the way down. And so at least if like my curls are not touching me, like they're up or whatever, then I can preserve like from like the middle of my strands to my ends. But I want to see if I can kind of revive this a bit. This is not what we're supposed to be talking about today. I just wanted to tell y'all what I'm doing. So I'm gonna use the Donna's Recipe Whipped Vanilla Cream Edge Gel. When I have a twist out, I don't really need my edges to be like laid. I just need to kind of like tame the frizz a little bit. And then also I need to tame the frizz up in this area here, okay? And so I'm gonna show you how I do that as we talk, or as I'm gonna try to talk. When I tell you I have literally like planned this video out many times, like I can't even tell you the amount of time. Like, it's been months. Today, right now, it's March 14th. The last video I posted was December 31. And even that video, I filmed that in November. And so it's been a long time since I have been like in front of you guys in real time. And I honestly don't know what's wrong. Like, I now understand why a lot of our favorite YouTubers from back in the day just left unannounced and never came back. Like, being gone, it's so easy to psych yourself out and to be like, oh, one is like, oh, you're burnt out. 2 is like, I don't have nothing to really add to this conversation. 3 is like, are people really watching like hair content? You know, like, it's just like all these things that you use to justify not being present, when really, I don't know. It's like the longer I stayed away, I'm gonna say this, and those who know, the longer I stayed away, it almost felt like a little bit of spiritual warfare. Not extreme, but in the sense of like something is holding me back from fulfilling my purpose, because it's like it's known that it's gonna be a blessing to other people. And so it's almost like it just feels weird saying this out loud. It feels like the devil is like excited that I'm not showing up for myself. Like, this is one of my only outlets. This is the only thing I have that's just for me. And I've been doing a lot of stuff for other people. And if I'm not doing this, then of course my cup is gonna be empty. Of course I'm gonna be all over the place, you know, like, and yeah. There's like a YouTube family size void in my life. You know, and granted, there are other parts of my life that are lacking in this moment just because I've been so busy. But this is one that I feel like I have the most control over. And it's the one that basically is on the back burner the most. Like, I look back, I literally, girl, let me pause this rant real quick. To put this edge control on my hair, put the scarf on, then we gonna talk, all right? Okay, and so let me show you the texture. And so it's like a soft edge control, which I love for stuff like this. And so what I do is, okay, let me show you my edges looking like before. It looked like I came from the gym. All right, and so I'm just gonna go like that. Okay. All right, and then I just kind of just swoop it down because honestly, no one's gonna see all that. No one is gonna see it all. All right, that's like the base line. And then I pull my hair back a little bit like that. And then I catch the edges like so, like that. Yeah, and I don't do too much. I just do enough for it to look polished. I don't mind, like, you know, the back being all frizzy and stuff, but the front needs some structure. Okay, y'all see? Edge control's doing its thing. Okay, I'll just go like that. And then what I'll do is take the tiniest bit, like the tiniest bit, and then apply it to my roots to lay me down tonight. Lay me down tonight. All right, and then I'm just gonna fluff with my hands. My hair is really soft. If it was like dry or felt kind of stiff, then I would go in with the Donna's Recipe extra sweet potato pie, extra creamy hair and scalp oil. Like just putting a little bit of this on my hair, it like softens it up, and so it's easier to, you know, fluff without feeling like I'm killing myself. But all right, I gotta look in the mirror to see if it's giving what's given, what it's supposed to give. Yeah, I like it. Let me go get my scarf. Okay. All right, and then I would just pull the hair back a little bit and put my scarf on. Ooh, this scarf smells so yummy. I washed it with my my RX shampoo and it smells so good. I need to do that more often. All right, I'm gonna let that chill while we talk. As I was saying, when I look back over my life, okay, and I try to figure out what is like the mental block that I'm having, I realize that every year this happens to me. Like every year since 2020. 2020 was a really, really good year for me for content because I was home. I literally was too afraid to be outside. And so we stayed home. Well, I stayed home, but I don't know, like 2020, I really focused in. I was really excited. I had my channel since 2018, but 2020 is when it clicked for me. And I was able to really just show my personality, and I was able to grow like an audience. Like there are people that I remember from 2020 that are still in my comments, you know, how y'all doing? And so that was like, I had a really nice groove. And then 2021 hit, and then me and my hubby got COVID. And then my cousin passed away. And then we got COVID again. Actually, May 2022, I think that's when my cousin passed away, because I remember being in Georgia at my brother-in-law's house. And so that's when I filmed my Chebe USA video. I was a wreck, okay? Just a walking zombie with a twist out. That was fire. And then my godfather passed away. And I just kind of like, I don't know, it's like there was like a shift that happened inside of me. and I haven't been able to recover. And then every year something traumatic happens, you know. Then my other cousin passed away, right? Then like this past year, my dad was sick on his, like literally on his deathbed, you know? And the way that I cope is I work, right? But for some reason, I couldn't do this work. Yeah, and like, even when I look back on so my dad had a stroke June 21st. And I honestly, from June to September, I don't remember nothing. Like, I was talking to my staff and we were talking about some stuff. And I told them, I was just like, I have no recollection. It was almost as if I was like a zombie. And so now I'm in a season where I'm really busy. I'm a better version of myself, like, but I'm so busy because I'm like making up for the work I could not do then. Cause one, I was clearly in just, I don't know if it was depressed or like grief, or I don't know what emotion it was, but whatever it was, I was just like numb. And I mean, I had to fight to get those couple of videos that I did out. But I don't know, it was rough. I came to this recollection like literally this week that I was clearly like not dealing with how I was feeling. And it was affecting like every area of my life. And I was just going. I didn't want to like slow down. I was just literally just making myself busy. And YouTube I should have used it more as an outlet, but it became like a burden. Not because y'all are a burden, just because I would watch my old videos and I would be like, I can't even measure up to like my old self. And I don't know, that kind of like hurt a bit. And I dealt with this at work too. Like when I became a regional manager, I feel like my whole life shifted, right? Like before that, when I was just an audit manager, I wasn't supervising nobody. I was helping the peoples, but I wasn't in charge of nobody, right? I was a super auditor, okay? I got all my work done and other people's work. Like I was boom, 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 getting that thing out. And then when I became a regional manager, like there was having to manage people and also be an auditor at the same time. I could not figure that thing out. And I felt inadequate because I was like, yo, I used to be killing it, you know? And it took me a while to accept that it is unrealistic for me to expect myself to do that volume of work when I've shifted, like I'm in a new season, right? And so this is something I'm working through as I'm even just talking to you right now. Like just yesterday or the day before, I was telling my husband, like, I watch my old videos and it gives me imposter syndrome about this version of myself. And I think if I didn't force myself to turn the camera on right now, that months would have went by without me doing anything. You know, I have no issues filming, but when I go to edit and I'm watching myself, I'm like, I look so tired. I look so sad. Or man, I should have did this instead. Like, oh, I don't like my hair. Like, it's just like the constant like excuses. And in my mind, what I'll do is I'll find something else to do, which is I'm being productive. It's something that needs to get done. It's something that's important as well, but I haven't really poured into me yet. You know, like I'm putting my thing in the back burner, and I thought that I needed to be the best version of myself to show up for you guys, when I didn't realize me doing this and, you know, this outlet of mine is what makes me the best version of myself, it's one of the things that helps, right? And so, yeah, girl, I said, I have my old to-do list, and I said, when your husband leave this house, you gonna turn on the camera, okay? And so I'm forcing myself to show up today. I have literally so much content I'm sitting on. It's a lot of product reviews, a lot of educational stuff, like me pouring my heart out or whatever. And I feel like I needed to do this first, just rip the Band-Aid off. And the thing that really like put the nail in the coffin is when I did this content timeline. I was trying to do like a content schedule for myself, and I was just like, let me just put down all my watch days. Like I have a lot of unedited footage that goes back to 2021. And so I want to kind of do almost like a throwback Thursday thing where I show my first impression of the products, and then I can say, you know, months later how I feel, and then I'll like share how I feel like in the current time. Like that's something that's been on my creative heart for a while. And so let me know in the comments if that's something that would be interesting for you guys, because I've literally tried so many products. I've literally tried so many hairstyles. Like there's some Nature's Little Secret products that I've tried that I don't think I've really showed you guys a tutorial of. I did like a battle with the Camille Rose brush and the Felicia Leatherwood brush. I have a ton of silk presses and also blowout trims that I've never edited. I have some Fleur and Curl products, some pattern products. I got faux locks. I did boho braids on my own hair and boho twists. I had some henna sue wash days that I really enjoyed. I have so many Rev Air videos. I tried the For You by Tia product, Trey Luxe video. I got boho braids like with extensions. I went to Denmark, went to the Philippines, I went to Vegas, I went to Texas. Like it's just so much stuff. I have so many Jamaica vlogs. Like, oh my goodness. I tried clip-ins a couple of times, do products. I went to a meet and greet with Tabitha Brown. I actually showed y'all a clip of that in one of my product hauls, so y'all know about that. I tried the Sacred by Beyonce products. I did a bunch of wash and goes with the Miche gel. I tried HH Cosmetic products. I even tried some products from Garnier Fructis. They sent me some stuff. I tried that Fenty Beauty products. I tried the Donna's Recipe with Vanilla Cream line. I've been doing a bunch of testing of those products. I use RX products a million times. I tried Olaplex. Like I've tried so many things, and I just really haven't had the energy to edit. And so if you guys give me like a little boost, you know, let me know like that's like an idea that you guys are really liking. That way I don't have to do it all at once, right? I can just, as I use the products in real time, then I'll edit the first impression, and then it'll come in like a sequence or whatever. So that's an idea that I've had. So let me know if that's something that will even interest you guys before I pour my heart into that project. I had to go get my water. Okay. Period. And so yes, life has been really challenging. I've been really overwhelmed, been just super busy and not really having time to do stuff for me. And I'm just, at this point, I'm just making the time and just literally forcing myself to do the things that I want to do. Just, I don't know, like I'm tired of using all of my energy to do everything else. And then when it comes to my things, I have no energy. And so 2025 is the year of balance for me. Like that is just my like overarching theme for this year, is to find some balance and just order in my life. I know that doing all the things well in every season is not feasible, but if I could have a little bit more harmony, I think the new thing is work-life harmony instead of work-life balance. I feel like I will feel a lot better. And so what does that look like? I need to organize my space. Like my products are still in bins. It is March. I moved into this place in October, and my products are still in bins. You know what that means? They're products that are probably have gone bad because I haven't been using them. I don't know everything I have. Luckily, I have not been in my product junkie bag, and so I haven't been buying things. But imagine if I, you know, had the extra funds and I was in my product junkie era, I probably would have been buying stuff because I don't know what I have. And so organizing my things as well, organizing my closet, just getting to, I ain't into feng shui, but we got gotta be into something because it is literally like just a mess. And so that's one thing. Also, just giving myself time blocks. I know that the work is just gonna continue. I have work that could just go on and on and on. And so in order for me to touch everything I need to touch, I'm going to be being better at time blocking and just having a hard stop for stuff. I know that there are gonna be seasons where I can't really do that, especially with work, but if I'm just doing it a little more than I have been doing it, I think I will be better off. Also, one thing I've been doing, and I've really been actually doing it and not thinking about doing it, is I've been taking my health more seriously. I started working with a trainer in January. I've been working with my doctor to get my, my health together as well. Y'all, when I tell you that I love my doctor, I live in Maryland and I literally go to the doctor in New York. Okay, we do telehealth stuff, but when I go visit my family, I also go over the bridge and go see my doctor. Since my last pediatrician, I haven't had a doctor like this that has really just cared for me and really listened to me and really advocated for me, and when I don't want to be on medication, giving me options, and so I'm gonna put her information down in the description box. If you're looking for a primary care doctor, she's amazing, and you don't have to be in the same place. She does do telehealth stuff. I got with my sister's doctor and I just love how she helped her, and so it was just like a no-brainer for me. But I've been working with my doctor and my amazing trainer. If you follow me on Instagram, then you see the things. That was kind of like the first piece of me choosing me and taking care of myself. This is probably the most consistent that I've been with working out in a very long time. And like I said, I started in January and it is now the middle of March, and I feel great. I do. I honestly feel amazing, and I'm only at the beginning.
Voiceover Sable reporting for duty, just to talk a little bit more about my trainer. What I tell you, Miss Victoria, okay, Fit with Vic, she has really, really helped me be super consistent. She's a great accountability partner. She also is showing me that I can do hard things. And so I'm also going to put her information down in the description box as well if you're in the DMV area and you need an in-person trainer. But also she does virtual stuff as well, and it has been really helpful for me to have that accountability. Your girl was waking up at 5 a.m. to go to the gym, okay? And so definitely check her out. Even if you don't want to train with her, make sure you follow her on Instagram and also follow my doctor as well. They post really good and helpful things. So I'll put that in the description box, and Voiceover Sable's happy to be back too.
And so that's one thing that I have been doing, is getting my health together. And then also, we got to talk about this hair because something has to change. I talked about it already. I have been seriously neglecting my hair, and it makes no sense. Honestly, makes no sense. Like doing my hair is one of my top ranked acts of self-care. Like I really enjoy when that water hits. I really take my time on my wash days, and I actually enjoy it. And for me to skip wash day time and time again, like, one, it makes wash days even longer and more tedious, but two, I'm not taking care of me. And that is not okay. Like, I need to be able to pour into my own cup, because at this moment, I'm really pouring from an empty one. Dang, y'all hear that? Was that a plane? First, I thought it was somebody's washing machine, but it's a plane. Okay, whatever. Hopefully y'all can't even hear that. But yeah, I even talked about it in my last life update. Like, I really have not been doing a good job of being consistent with my hair care. And year after year, I make this promise to myself that I'm gonna be consistent, and I declare it to you guys just kind of as an act of accountability. However, that's just not how my life is set up, and that's okay. And so I'm going to do something a little different this year. And if you want to come along the journey with me, so be it. It's going to be a season of low manipulation with a sprinkle of protective styling, okay? Let me break it down, all right? One of the issues that I was having is I was overly manipulating my hair. Like, I was blowing my hair out a lot, and the blowouts in itself were not damaging. Like, I was using my Rev-Air, my routine was beautiful. I was incorporating protein and moisture, heat protectant, all that. But what I was doing was, in order to maintain my hairstyle, I was restyling my hair. I was brushing my hair out while it was dry, and then re-braiding, re-putting the little roller on it, and doing that again and again and again and again and again. And a part of that was not just because I was skipping wash day. A part of that also was because I was trying to look like a person to film my final thoughts. But because I was busy, I kept like not doing it, and so I had to, it was just a cycle. Like I think back on my sacred video where I just kept restyling my hair. One, because I was busy, right? But two, like I said, I was trying to film, and it took me so many attempts to do it. And so in the end, what was happening was I was not retaining the length that I was getting. Like, my hair was growing, but my length retention was terrible. My hair density was terrible because I was ripping my hair out, really. And so it's like, although I was wearing my hair stretched, I was manipulating it a lot. And so one of the things I started doing in December was, when I wore my hair stretched, I would only redo my hair when I was going to church. And so if I was like, I'm going on this whole 3-week journey where I'm not washing my hair, I'm too busy, I'm too tired, I'm too overwhelmed, I'm stressed, I'm feeling numb, fine, feel the feels, okay? But what we not finna do is have a brush in our hair every other day. That is not what we're gonna do. And so, yeah, I would only redo my hair right for church, or just once a week. And that helped me a lot. I was seeing that I was, losing a lot less hair. My ends were looking a lot better. And so that was that. And so the low manipulation, Yes. Now, in terms of for my curly hair, I'm incorporating more protective styling, meaning I'm gonna be keeping my twist in for a little bit longer. I'm going to the gym at least twice a week, and I'm about to up it to be it's gonna be 5 times a week. And so I will be keeping my twist in for at least a week, or at least 5 days, right? At least for those workout days, my hair is going to be in twist, and then I will wear the twist out for a week only. That's the goal. If we go past that, I'm human, it will happen.
And did.
But I'm gonna try my best and just be nice to my hair. And so what does that mean? Maybe I don't put it into a bun and keep it in a bun for 2 weeks. That is not healthy. The puff, I feel like, is a little bit more doable. My hair is off of my shoulders. I am putting edge control on my edges and stuff like that, but it's not as much tension, right? And so I'm just finding ways to just be nicer to my hair in this season that I'm in, because I do not see life letting up anytime soon.
And it's as if I spoke it into existence. Life has definitely not let up, okay? I filmed this video on March 14th. And on March 17th, your girl was in the hee-haw, okay? In the ER. And basically, I thought that I just was constipated, but it was really much more serious. So I actually had a cyst in my ovary that ruptured, okay? I don't know why I'm whispering. And I was in so much pain, guys. Like, it was crazy. I was at work when it happened. Well, not when it happened. I was at work when it got worse, because I did feel pain before I left the house. But I just figured I just need to drink some water and use the bathroom. And so my coworkers forced me to go to the doctor, really. And so it went from urgent care to ER. And it was a long night, okay? Shout out to my coworkers and my husband for holding it down. And so that took me a week to recover from. And then throughout that process, I was just like, I have like a different kind of feeling of pain. Like, it's like a discomfort. Like, what is that? And it turns out the following week, literally a week later, I was diagnosed with shingles. chemicals. And the only reason I'm sharing these things is because, one, as a Caribbean woman, okay, and as a Black woman, a lot of times we will brush off how we feel and just say it's gas. Okay, we good. Listen, we good for, let me just drink some tea and go to bed, okay? And I almost did that. Like there was a moment where I wasn't able to get the scan done and I could have went home. But the ER was like next door. And I said, let me just go over there and get the scan because I can't even walk. And it turns out I, had a whole 3-centimeter cyst in, just trying to ruin my life. And so luckily it wasn't large enough to do surgery or nothing. It's still something I'm going to be watching. But then on the other hand, I did not know that young people could get shingles. And so that was the last thing that I thought when I noticed that I had a rash. And so this is just a PSA for you guys to take care of yourselves, because shingles, of course, to get shingles, you've had to have chickenpox, right? But it can be brought on by stress and a weakened immune system, okay? And the week before I got sick, or 2 weeks before, or basically for the first half of March, we were going to bed super late. I was just not feeling well. Like, it was just a lot of stuff. And I think the lack of sleep just did not help. And then I think the cyst rupturing, it just caused trauma and inflammation. It was kind of like the perfect storm or whatever, but just take care of yourselves. Okay. I'm trying to do the same. Who knows how bad things would have been if I wasn't, making better decisions about my health and stuff like that. Who knows? But I'll keep you guys updated. Right now, I am the reason I'm able to get this video up is because I feel better. And it's been let's see, how long has it been since I got diagnosed? Yeah, it's been like a week and a day since I got diagnosed, and the medicine they gave me, it works. I do have a little bit of discomfort, but I'm out of the it's contagious. For those of you who don't know, shingles isn't contagious, but if you're around someone who has not had chickenpox, you can spread chickenpox from shingles. And so just make sure that if you can't quarantine and not be around people, that you're just covering the area where you have the rash, that you're just washing your hands, frequently. Make sure that you don't reuse your towel and your rag. What else did I do? I don't know. I was just trying to be really careful. My husband had chickenpox already, but he leaves the house. So I just want to make sure he's not carrying my baggage with him outside the door. So yeah, that's it. But yeah, life is definitely gonna continue to life, and it has very much. And yes, it is 2 weeks and a couple of days since I filmed this video, and this is the same twist out. My hair is very tangled right now, extremely tangled. And so this is the perfect time though for me to do a battle of the pre-poos. And so I have over here, hold on. And so Nature's Little Secret has a sale coming up. And so I figured this is the perfect time for me to show you guys how I've been loving their products. And I have their fenugreek pre-poo, which is my favorite. Okay. And I have their new papaya 2-in-1, and this is a pre-poo and a conditioner. And so I'm going to do a battle between these two to see which one I prefer. This fenugreek one, I love it. Like, you can literally use it on dry hair. You don't have to use water. If you want the product to stretch, you can use water, but it hydrates and detangles all on its own. Okay. And so I'm going to do a battle between these two and then use the entire papaya collection. And so stay tuned for that. If life's again, then I'll probably just show you guys the battle. Maybe I won't do the full wash and style and stuff like that, but I still want to give you guys something so that you can add things to your cart, or you can know what to buy. That's one of the Black women-owned brands that I'll be recommending. I also have a code that you can use to save. I don't remember what it is. I think it's like CPA 15 or something. I don't know. All that's going to be in the description box. But the moral of the story is I have to wash my hair, and I'm finally feeling good enough too. I was kind of nervous to wash it while, I was not feeling, the rash was still on my body. I don't know. They're natural products, so I don't think it shouldn't matter. But I also wasn't up to it. Like, this first quarter of 2025 has been the longest ever. Like, I've already accepted that life is just going to continue to life, but God is going to continue to God, and I'm just going to push forward and do what I got to do. You figure deal. Let's ignore the fact that I washed my hair on March 4, and today is April 2nd. You know how I got here? The day before I went to the hospital, I was supposed to wash my hair. And I procrastinated. And I said, ooh, I'll just wash it the next day. And the next day, where was I? The ER. That's why you got to listen to the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit was telling me, girl, wash that hair.
I'm projecting I will not be in my soft life era until like 2026 and beyond. This is a year of grinding and really catching up, because I feel like I was a zombie. I literally cannot remember, like, from June to September, even like to October, it is a blur. Yes, I need real therapy, but this will do for now, okay? Us talking is gonna do for now. And of course, I have amazing people in my life that I do talk with as well. The point I'm trying to make is I am figuring out ways to show up in the current life that I'm in and not focus so much on what I was before, on what I could do before. Like, the perfectionist in me is really, really running my life, and she gotta chill. She is got to relax, okay? And so I will be taking you guys on this journey with me. I'm literally going to be forcing myself to show up, just because even in this moment of me talking for the past 45 minutes, I feel lighter. I feel better. I feel like I have I don't know, it feels like a breakthrough, because like I said before, it honestly felt like something was purposely holding me back from not showing up in this way. And it was like, I don't know, I really pondered on like if I would even like come back to YouTube. Like, I actually really thought about it and really considered it, because I was psyching myself out. I was like lying to myself that I didn't have anything to offer. I didn't have anything to say. The enemy, the inner me, like it wasn't good. And so once I kind of came to that realization, I knew that if I did not force myself to do this, that I would be just in a constant cycle. And I think it's really been, it also affects my like relationship with brands too, because I am fighting for my life to like show up in this way. And it's been hard. And I'm realizing now that it was an emotional kind of spiritual thing. And so I'm working through that. And this is really the first step. Yes, this is the first step of just kind of proving to myself that I can do this and that I have something to offer. And so, yeah.
Oh, and also, guys, I definitely owe you guys a giveaway / product haul. Since the product haul is kind of getting overwhelming, because I'm at the point where it's been a year since my last product haul. And so I'm thinking I'm going to do it probably differently. I'm probably going to just do an unboxing, or just kind of like, okay, what did I get in 2025? Or even I'll include some Black Friday stuff as well. And then everything else, I'll maybe do like a stash video so you guys can see all the things, because I don't know. I think it may overwhelm me to do it, but we'll see what I do. I might change my mind and I might have a lot of energy the day I go to film and do all the things. Who knows? But the giveaway for my 14K or whatever, I think I'm just going to spread it out. So as I do the reviews of the products, which for the most part, I'm reviewing all the products that I'm giving away this month, so we're good. As those reviews happen, at the end, there will be like surprise giveaways. So I think, I'm kind of brainstorming as I talk to you guys. Stay tuned for that. Some of the things, I'll give you guys kind of a tease. I'm definitely going to be giving out some RX products. That's probably going to be my next video. I don't know. It's between RX and Nature's Little Secret. But I'm going to be giving out some RX. I'm going to talk to Charnay about giving out some Nature's Little Secret stuff, tea. I have a lot of pattern things to give away. And then I have some Donovan's recipe stuff to give away. And so, just giving y'all a little tease because you made it to the end of this video. And I know that there are some boycotts that are going on right now. And so what I'm going to be doing for this month, and really probably just the rest of the year, is do my best to highlight some Black owned brands, specifically Black woman owned brands that you guys can shop. And it's going to range from affordable to luxury, just so you guys can see the options that you have. I know that it's super convenient to go to Target, but if you are someone who you're not indulging in shopping, you're not going to Target, not going to Walmart, or you're just being a little bit more mindful of how you shop, I'm gonna give you guys some options, okay? And so come along for the journey. I'm also gonna put a list in the description box of all the Black woman owned or Black and brown women owned brands that I use and love, so that you guys don't have to wait for me to edit all those videos. And then also I'll have a list of ones that I trust, just from based on me following them for a while, or just knowing the type of ingredients that they use, because there are some brands that I really want to give a try, but I just haven't yet, but I still would recommend them. You know what I'm saying? So I'll put a list in the description box for you guys. And then if you have any that are your favorites, you can put them down in the comments. If there are any that you want me to try and, review, you can also put those in the comments just to give me some ideas. And it also helped me just like narrow down my, purchases for the year, because I'm phasing out of the product junkiness, Ooh, I keep hitting the mic. And for those of you who are wondering, my dad is doing better. He actually got baptized in like January per his request. And it was a beautiful, emotional day. It was great. But yes, he's doing better. He's been in physical therapy and stuff like that. He doesn't have the mobility that he desires. But each day is a gift from the Lord. We're just so happy that he is still with us, and his sense of humor is still with us as well. And the shade is there too still. But thank you all for your well wishes and your prayers when I talked about it in my last life update. I figured that I needed to just give God the glory for his goodness, because my dad has come a mighty, mighty, mighty long way. I mean, the other day when I was sick, he was checking on me. But thank you guys so very much. I really appreciate all the love and the care and, all that jazz. And let's get back to the other Sable. This Sable needs to go to sleep. But I'm gonna go now, because I've been talking for what feels like 2 hours, but I don't think it's been that long. But I'm gonna put some videos on the screen for your viewing pleasure. I have not been posting consistently, so YouTube probably hasn't been showing you the little that I have been posting. So I'm gonna put something right here. It's just my last 2 videos. It'll be right here, right? And until next time, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm sending you peace, love, and good hair day vibes. Bye, guys. See you in the next one. Oh, and Happy New Year.
Guess you're wondering where I've been.